Make sure I pause that. There we go. See you shortly. Okay, welcome back, guys. Just gonna play this song. Just need to quickly put the old players back in. I forgot to report the game. One of the problems with having this system I designed is it's very easy to forget stuff when you're trying to cast, observe, organize everything. You know what? I'm a one-man band at the moment. Hopefully, I'll get some extra people in to help, especially with casting and stuff, just to sort of save my voice a little bit, because I've been losing my voice a lot recently, and that's a little bit worrying. But you know what? I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I don't expect anything from it. I just want to have a good time. I want to bring you guys good games. We just had... it was Dandy versus Scab, wasn't it? So let me just quickly generate that again. Let's report it as well. And let's go into the next game. Now, as I said before, this is actually a kind of interesting matchup here, because I know the SouL coach, Fujikura, really wanted to send a specific player against Carebear, and I know that he did go for the snipe here, and it paid off. I know Fujikura's actually been doing a really good job paying attention to all the other games, trying to work out where the other coaches are going to be sending their players. And you know what? He went for the snipe, and it paid off, as I said, because we are going to have Scan versus Carebear here. Let me just quickly finish doing this. There we go. And let's move on back over to the overlay, and let's introduce the players. Here we go. Okay, as you can see, it's going to be Scan versus Carebear. Now, I'm not sure why, but Fujikura really wanted to send Scan out against Carebear. Carebear's going to be playing Zerg in this game. He is a race picker, and he picked Terran last time against Zerg, so I didn't get time to update it, unfortunately. It's really hard to remember. Race pickers are the bane of my existence, so I'm going to fix the overlay so I can do that a little bit easier. So maybe there's like a toggle switch of what race they're going to be. But of course, Scan, a very good player, has won both of his games so far. Carebear's done really well as well. He's been in a couple of ace matches for his team, won 3 games overall, lost 1, 75% win rate overall. But at the end of the day, Carebear has been doing a very good job, and the map they're going to be playing on is going to be Gladiator. Now, Gladiator, it isn't a modern map, it's from 2010, but it is on ladder now. It's in the last 2 ASLs, from back at SOSL 2010 originally, where Fantasy famously defeated Stork in the finals. Really, really good series, and the game on this map was really fun. There's been a lot of cool games on this. Hero versus Flash in the last ASL on this map was absolutely incredible. So if you've not seen that, please do go back and watch that. I what's the right word? Not admire. I can't remember. You know, it's hard to remember words. It's all good. But let's head on over to the game, and let's see how Carebear can do up against Scan here. Going to be a very strong and hard, difficult matchup for him to do. But Carebear is no walkover. He may have prepared something a little bit cheesy here, but of course Scan could have done the same thing. Let's not waste any more time. Let's head on over to the game screen, and let's get going with this series. Oh, with this match even. Okay, so starting us off in the bottom left position is going to be our orange Zerg. It's going to be Carebear. And spawning in the bottom right, we do have fighting for SouL. It's going to be the white Terran, Scan. Now, Scan, of course, very, very very, very infamous player in the foreign scene. He did live in America for quite a long time, actually, and played a lot with the American players back in the day and everything. And I mean, there's been a lot of tournaments that have banned him because he does live in Korea again. He does have access to all the Korean resources and everything. But just in case you didn't know, this is an international tournament. Anyone can enter whatsoever. There's no skill cap, nothing like that. But we have like a Korean clan in white. They've not been sending out their best players, which are SouL, Best and Mind, of course. All three of them have been putting a lot of work into the ASL, and they wanted to make it a little bit fairer. They've sent out not their worst players. I mean, White's team are no walkover. They have been fielding Telecom, which has been a little bit of a meme. But, I mean, as he confirmed on Reddit today, guys, Telecom is 2500 MMR, which, let me be honest, he's not. But it's okay. Telecom is known for that. But still, it's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool seeing these Korean players interact with the foreign players. And I'm hoping that the foreign players can really pick something up from the Korean scene. White really want to try and bridge the gap between the Korean and foreign scene any way they can, which is why they're playing in the tournament. They want to see if they can get... They've also started letting foreigners into their clan as well. I'm one of their casters now, so I'm looking forward to casting some of those. But, you know what, we've got Carebear in this game against Scan. Now, Scan, as I was saying, quite infamous. Carebear, if you know, you may know him from another name. He is Avilov, or Avilov. He really loves Avilo, you know, Avilo, I guess. But still, that's actually a little joke we have in the foreign Brawl community. But Avilov has been around for a very long time. Back in 2009, I just started playing the game, and I signed up for the first ever Coach-Pupil League. I think it was the second one, actually. And one of my coaches was Avilov, and the other one was Telecom on his friend's account, Wannabe Cool. So I had fun there. One thing Avilov got me to do was play at least 5 games a day, and I played a lot of Heartbreak Ridge back then, and you know what, it helped me a lot. So if it wasn't for Avilov, I may not be here today casting. So thank you very much to him. We have 3 hatcheries coming up for Avilov, going to be playing quite standard. And it looks like we're going to have a 1 Rex expand, as you can see, by Scan. Not going for that early gas. We could still see a 1-1-1. It is possible to 1-1-1 behind this, but I get the feeling that Scan is likely going to go into +1-5 Rex. It'll depend on the gas timing. He could, of course, still go for 2 Rex Academy. That is a very strong build as well. But as we get to 23, 24 gas, we should see the... Okay, so it's not going to be the +1-5 Rex. It's likely going to be 2 Rex Academy here. Delaying the gas a little bit more. He's not going to get a super early engineering bay or anything like that. I'm going to play it a little bit more standard. Of course, +1-5 rank's very standard these days. But in the Korean scene, 1-1-1 is sort of overtaking it as the main Terran build because it's a little bit more versatile. And Zergs have learned to deal with it. But, I mean, going with the more traditional 2 Rex Academy is Scan. Looks like Scan going to move out with some Marines. This is one of the most important things you need to do. And one of the things Koga actually taught me to do recently is just move out with some Marines. It doesn't need to be a lot. You don't have to go all the way to their natural. It's just to put a little bit of pressure on the Zerg, force them to make some lings. But one thing Carebear didn't do is he didn't bite, he didn't add a sunken colony or anything like that. Really, really cool. So Avilov has got a lot of experience in this game. He may not be one of the top foreigners, but he's certainly doing really well in this tournament.
I like your style, friend.
And thank you very much, Falaz, for the subscription. It does really do mean, or it means a lot for me, to me even. Thank you for supporting the STPL, and thank you for supporting me casting and everything. It does mean a lot. So, as you can see, Carebear going into the lair at his natural.
I like your style, friend.
And thank you as well to Drunkcraft Remastered. That does mean a lot as well. Just throwing me off my throwing me off kilter there because I was about to say something. Here we go. Looks like Avilov gonna go in with a lot of Marines. There's no medics here yet. Could this be enough links to break through? It looks like Scan may have enough Marines, but just barely. And that is a very important move to make, actually, against the Terran going 2 Rex Academy. They do not have the same kind of production. as a +1 5 racks would have at this point. Usually you would have about 4 racks pumping, your 5th racks would be coming up as well. And it is going to mean the Marine count as he goes to defend against the Mutalisks, which are not coming. It's going to be Lurkers instead, is going to be much, much lower. Now, of course, going for Lurkers against 2 racks Academy, they are going to have scan. But they will not be able to do too much. But here we go. Looks like Carebear's going to try and block the SCV, and he does. Scan does see the Hydralisk Stem, but he does not see a anything else. We should actually see a scan coming up very soon from Scan, just to check what units he needs to build, what he needs to actually do. And here we go. As you can see, scans between the main and the 3rd hatchery. Gonna see the Lurkers. Very, very important scout for Scan. That's probably the most important scan in the game for him. It's going to mean he's likely going to add his factory a little bit sooner. He's going to have to make sure he keeps the scan behind him. We're likely going to see a 2nd barracks. We'll probably see him move out on the map fairly shortly as well. There's a lot of links here which will allow ReV, or Carebear, to do a decent amount of damage to this. But with 2 Firebats in here as well, this could be quite bad. No thank you. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Oh man. Okay, as you can see, Scan moving out. Carebear gonna go for the counter attack here with his Lings. This is a very strong maneuver as well. And he does, of course, have the Lurkers morphing up here. Scan gonna move into these. Is he gonna be able to snipe them before they finish? This is gonna be a lot of damage. There is still no sunken colonies here. This is such a big mistake for Carebear. But here we go, a lot of the units actually being trapped. No scan going down, and a lot of the Medic Marine has been cleared up. Carebear doing a very good job in this game so far, but he may be overextending. 2 of the Overlords gonna go down. Scan does go down. We'll see the Lurker. Oh, there is a Lurker in the natural, gonna make him a little bit more apprehensive. But Scan adding on a lot of bunkers. He has 2 bunkers at the front, a 3rd one being added. He has a Scan to help defend against this. But interestingly, not sending the Lings in first. The Lings are going to be the main damage dealers here, but this is a lot of Lurkers. The bunkers are not fully firing all of the Lurkers. They are now, though, and a lot of damage has been dealt to the Terran player, but that's a lot of units to lose for Carebear. He's not going to be feeling good about that. He's going to be behind in supply. It's going to be hard for him to take a 3rd base now. But he did kill a lot of Marines. Interestingly, Scan is not pumping out of his barracks at the moment. Looks like he is going to probably go to add on a 3rd command center quite shortly. And as I say that, he adds on 4 Marines, so that is not going to be the case. He's going to turtle up. He knows the biggest next move for Carebear is likely going to go for another all-in attack here. Now here we go, we have a lot of Lings, a lot of Lurkers, forces the scan. We'll use up some of that medic energy as he does move out to try and secure his high ground. Now, if you haven't seen this map before, I know there could be some people who have never seen the ASL and probably didn't watch Brood War back in 2010, although I imagine a lot of you did. These are actually high ground pods. You do have the high ground advantage as well, so but it looks like he is going to have... Oh man, this is going to be bad. He sent a lot of his units up to the 12 o'clock position, and he's going to lose his natural by the looks of it. There's not enough defense here. Scan jumping on the opportunity to do some damage. Hallmark of a great Terran player, using his scans perfectly. I mean, his name isn't Scan for no reason, and he gets into the main. He's going to try and take down as many Lings as possible, but really, really nice defense in the end by Carebear. But where is Carebear going to expand? How is he going to take a 3rd base? Where is he going to get his 3rd hatchery? Not 3rd hatchery, 3rd gas even. And it looks like he's going to go into Hive off of 2 gas, and this is not the best position to be in. He's lost a lot of his units, a lot of his drones. He's behind by 30 supply against the Terran player here, and it looks like he's going to move in again. Losing one of his Lurkers immediately, not moving in with the Lings first. 2 Lurkers down already. And this is not the best position for Abby to be in. Of course, he's going to be fighting uphill. Cannot see the high ground here. Going to lose another Lurker. Another 2 Lurkers. This may be too much. Scan is doing so much damage to Carebear's army. And of course, this is match point for Scan. If Scan does win this game, he will win the series for his team. But of course, we will have a 4th game anyway, as I've said before. And I will continue to say in the STPL, if there is a game to be played, it will be casted by me, even if it doesn't really matter in the series. Every game does count towards the playoffs. So very important that all the games do get casted and everything. We do have some walkovers every once in a while, but not too many. But Scan in a very dominating position in this game so far. I mean, Avi has a very weak economy. We do have a Scan going down on the lurkers out the front. He moves forward, picks off yet another one. And with no lurkers remaining, how on earth is Carebear going to try and hold on here? It looks like he's still trying to be aggressive. I almost feel like he should hold back, turtle up on his 3 bases, or on his 2 bases even, try and get a 3rd base at some point. But we do finally have the Defiler Mound on the way for him. Back in Scan space, we have Irradiate coming up, a 3rd command center as well. Gonna take this 3rd mineral only. Gonna put himself further and further ahead. There is a single starport in this game. He's not going for 2 port or anything. So a little bit more standard, but here we go. The first vessel is out. This is going to be such a handbang timing. As he moves across with his tanks, medics, and marines, Avi has lost so many units. And I don't think there's anything he can do to stop this push. These tanks should have siege mode already. And when his natural is getting siege, how on earth is he going to hold on? He's going to try and hold here with lurkers on top of the ramp. But looks like Scan is going to be able to cross the T. We do have the first Irradiate going down on one of the lurkers. Looks like we do have Avi trying to dive on top of all the units here. But this is just way too many units for Scan. Surely, Avi doing his best though. He's trying to hold on. He's getting good lurker spines. But this one tank worth its weight in gold, just doing a lot of damage. And Scan's marine spread too good. ZZO from Carebear.